In this video, we will focus on Phase 2 of the Anterior Cruciate Ligament, commonly known as ACL rehabilitation. Phase 2 starts about 8 weeks after the ACL reconstruction surgery. The aim for this phase of rehabilitation is to strengthen your leg muscles and improve your neuromuscular control or balance. Your physiotherapist will teach you strengthening and neuromuscular control exercises. At about 3 months after surgery, your ACL is estimated to be at about 30% of its usual strength. You should start off with the closed kinetic chain exercises where your feet must be in contact with either an object or on the ground. As these are considered load training, your muscles will get tired. You should give your muscles a day of rest and do these exercises on alternate days. If you have access to a stationary bike, you should warm up by cycling on it for 15 to 20 minutes before you do the following strengthening exercises. You will start with standing terminal knee extension. For this, you will need a resistance band and a stable pole to hold the band. Stand with the resistance band around the back of your operator leg and attach the band to a stable pole. Begin with a walk stand position. Shift your body weight to the operator leg with a slight knee flex and remember not to lock your knee. Straighten your knee and hold for 10 to 15 seconds with good control and balance. Then return to starting position. Pull the knee out and make sure to keep your hip, knee and ankle all in one line. Do 10 to 15 repetitions 3 times a day. You will do the double leg half squats with wall support. With both feet firmly planted on the ground, lean against the wall. Slide down the wall into a half squat with your knee bent at 45 degrees. Hold this position for 15 to 20 seconds. Slowly slide up the wall and relax for 10 seconds. Do 5 to 10 repetitions for 3 times a day. When you do not wobble while doing this double leg half squat at 45 degrees, you can progress to the next level where you will do the same but you will bend your knee further to 90 degrees. When you have gained confidence doing the double leg half squats and are feeling strong or no longer experience any pain while doing them, you can progress to do the single leg half squats with wall support. Lean against the wall and lift up your good leg. Stand on your operated leg. Hold on to a stick, umbrella or a stable chair for support. Slide down the wall into a half squat with your knee bent at 45 degrees. Hold this position for 15 to 20 seconds. Slowly slide up the wall and relax for 10 seconds. Do 5 to 10 repetitions for 3 times a day. When you do not wobble while doing this single leg half squat at 45 degrees, you can progress to the next level where you will do the same but this time with your knee bent to 90 degrees. After this, you can move on to do double leg half squats without wall support. Place a stable chair behind you. With both your feet apart and firmly planted on the ground, cross your hands and place them on your chest. Do a half squat at 45 degrees and hold this position for 5 seconds. Do 15 repetitions for 3 times a day. Progress to 90 degrees when you have gained strength. Do this for 15 repetitions for 3 times a day. Move to the next stage where you work on single leg half squats without wall support. Every step remains the same as the previous double leg half squats exercise, except that you will stand on your operated leg and lift up your good leg. Make sure to keep the hip, knee and ankle in one line. Hold for 5 seconds. Do 15 repetitions for 3 times a day. If you have access to a leg press machine, you can progress to do leg presses. Start off with the lightest weight. Sit with your back and head against the seat. Place your 2 feet in the middle of the platform. Push the platform away from you by straightening your knees. Do not lock your knees. Slowly bend your knees to return the platform to its original position. Progress to do leg presses using your operator leg. Instead of placing both feet on the platform, place the foot of your operator leg on the platform and push against it. Slowly bend your knee to return the platform to its original position. You will start doing open kinetic chain exercises where your feet are not pressing on any object or the ground upon your doctor's advice. Doing such exercises prematurely may cause stretching and straining of the newly transplanted graft in your knee. These exercises help to build up the strength and power of your muscles. Your physiotherapist will show you how to do open kinetic chain exercises in the gym and at home using a resistance band. You will do the isolated quadriceps strengthening or seated leg extension exercises. Sit down on a chair, straighten your operator leg without fully extending it. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds, then relax. Do 15 repetitions 3 times a day. Once you have gained strength, you can move on to add resistance by tying a resistance band around your ankle to a leg of the chair, or wearing weights around your ankle. Next, you will do a standing hamstring curl. Stand against a stable chair or table with your feet on the ground with a slight knee flex. Slowly lift the operated knee up to 90 degrees. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds and slowly put it down. Do 15 repetitions 3 times a day. You can progress to loading by using a resistance band or weights. You can also use the leg extension, leg curl machine if you have it at home. You can start with doing leg curls by placing both legs between the pads. Push the lower pad down and progress to using only your operator leg to push the pad down. Remember to hold on to the handbars while you are doing these exercises. Do 15 repetitions 3 times a day. To strengthen your quadriceps, you can do leg extension by placing both legs under the lower pad to lift. Progress to the next level by placing just your operated leg under the pad to lift. Move on to do calf strengthening exercises. Start off with double leg calf raise. Place your hand against the wall for support. Slowly lift your heels off the ground and place them back onto the ground. Do this for 15 repetitions 3 times a day. You will then progress to do single leg calf raise. Stand on your operated leg with your good leg lifted up. Raise the heel of your operated leg and place it back onto the ground. Do this for 15 repetitions 3 times a day. You will also work on hip strengthening exercises. The first exercise is a diagonal hip abduction using a resistance band. Tie the resistance band around the thigh and above the kneecap. Place your hands against the wall for support. Stand on your operated leg. Move your good leg one step behind. Keep your hip and knee in one straight line. Push your good leg diagonally to the back and bring it to the front slowly. Without touching the ground, push it to the back again. Do this for 15 repetitions 3 times a day. The next exercise is a hip abduction external rotation using a resistance band. Tie the resistance band around the thigh and above the kneecap. Start off in a half squat position by pushing out your hips. Separate your legs by slowly opening and closing your hips. Do this for 15 repetitions 3 times a day. As you gain more strength in your hips, you can progress to do these exercises using resistance band with higher resistance. Now we move on to neuromuscular training that involves a set of balancing exercises. Progress to lift the good leg to the back using a stick as a support. Hold for 15 seconds and relax. Do 10 to 15 repetitions 3 times a day. Once you are confident, you can lift the good leg to the back without any support. You can leave your both hands hanging in front. Do 10 to 15 repetitions 3 times a day. Progress to do the static single leg stand on a foam balance pad. Start off by standing on the pad. Lift the good leg to the back and return it to its original position. Stretch your hands out to balance yourself. Do 10 to 15 repetitions 3 times a day. Move on to the next level by doing the dynamic single leg stand on a foam balance pad. Lift the good leg to the back and bring it back close to your chest. Stretch your hands out to balance yourself. You can also work on doing half squats on the BOSU ball. Do 10 to 15 repetitions 3 times a day. Another neuromuscular training is the step up and step down exercises. For the forward step up exercise, you will first place your operated leg on the top of the stepper, then in a slow and controlled manner, lean forward and increase the load on your operated leg by slowly lifting your good leg up onto the stepper. For the backward step down exercises, your operated leg will remain on top of the stepper and slowly place your good leg back to its original position on the floor. Do this for 10 to 15 repetitions 3 times a day. Next, you will do the lateral step up and step down exercise. Again, place your operated leg on top of the stepper. Slowly lean to the side and lift your good leg up onto the stepper. You do the step down exercise by making sure that your operated leg remains on top of the stepper and slowly place your good leg back to its original position on the floor. Do this for 10 to 15 repetitions 3 times a day. You will also work on the forward step down exercise. Start by standing on the stepper. Lift your good leg up, bend your knee and tap the ground slightly with your heel before bringing the good leg back onto the stepper. Do this for 10 to 15 repetitions 3 times a day. The other neuromuscular training is the core stability exercises, and you should do this on alternate days. You can start off with prone planking. Lie on your stomach. You should face down with your forearms and toes on the mat. Your elbows are directly under your shoulders. Keep your torso straight and ensure your shoulders are not above your ears. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Do 5 repetitions and do this 1 time a day. Then you move on to side planking. Lie on the side with your operated leg placed against the mat. Your good leg should be on top. Place your elbow directly under your shoulder. Lift your hips and knees up from the mat while exhaling. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Do 5 repetitions once a day. pelvic bridging. Lie on your back. Rest your hands at the side, bend your knees and place your feet flat on the mat, underneath your knees. Raise your hips up and hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Lower your hips to go back to its starting position. Do 5 repetitions once a day. If you build up your strength and your core, your agility will be improved. For sportsmen and people who are into high-level competitive sports and wish to return to their sports, there's another set of running and agility training exercises which you will start to do about 3 to 4 months after your surgery. In our next video, we will share more about phase 3 of the rehabilitation exercises. You will be able to get back to doing the same sporting activities you used to do about 9 months to a year after your surgery when your ACL regains its full strength. For phase 1 rehabilitation exercises that you should be doing during the first 4 to 6 weeks after your surgery, do click on the link in the description box.